You're not tired because you worked too hard today. You're tired because of what you did between the work, the invisible automatic habits your brain runs on autopilot that nobody ever told you were slowly emptying your tank. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of the things draining your mental energy right now don't feel like effort at all. They feel normal. They feel like just living. And that's exactly what makes them so dangerous to your focus, your mood, and your sense of self.
We are living in an era of chronic mental fatigue. According to the American Psychological Association, stress and exhaustion in the U.S. are at near record highs, and yet most of us are told to just sleep more, drink water, or go for a walk. That advice isn't wrong, but it's missing the real conversation. Because if you're still running the same draining mental habits every single day, no amount of sleep will fully restore you. You'll wake up tired, you'll go to bed tired, and you'll wonder why. Welcome to Calm Science, where we take the real psychology behind how your mind works and break it down in a way that's actually useful for your everyday life. No fluff, no toxic positivity, just honest, grounded conversation about mental well-being.
Today we're going deep on 6 habits that are quietly bleeding your mental energy dry. And for each one, I'm going to give you a simple, realistic swap that doesn't require you to overhaul your entire life. By the end of this episode, you'll have a completely different lens for why you feel the way you feel and what to actually do about it. Let's start with something you did this morning, probably before you even got out of bed. You picked up your phone. Maybe you checked your messages, scrolled through Instagram, glanced at the news. It felt passive, right? Like you were just catching up. But here's what was actually happening in your brain. The moment you started consuming information, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation, kicked into gear. Before your mind even had a chance to settle into the day, it was already processing, comparing, reacting. That's not a calm start. That's like being handed 20 tasks before you've had your morning coffee. The simple swap? Give yourself a 10-minute phone-free window after waking up. That's it. 10 minutes of silence, stretching, or just sitting with your coffee before the world gets a vote on your mood.
Now, here's one that surprises people every time: multitasking. Most of us wear this like a badge of honor. I'm great at multitasking, but neuroscience has a very different story to tell about that. Research from the American Psychological Association confirms that what we call multitasking is actually rapid task switching, and every single switch costs your brain what scientists call a switching cost. Your brain has to disengage from one task, reorient, and re-engage with another. Over a full day, those micro-transitions add up to a significant loss of cognitive efficiency. Studies suggest up to 40% of your productive capacity. The swap here isn't complicated. Work in focused blocks. One task, one window of time. Even 25 minutes of single tasking, the Pomodoro method, restores more energy than an hour of scattered effort. But wait, before we get to habit 3, I want you to think about the last time you said yes to something you actually wanted to say no to, because what comes next might be the one that hits closest to home.
Chronic people-pleasing is one of the most underdiagnosed sources of mental exhaustion in modern psychology. And the reason it drains you so deeply is neurological. When you override your own needs and instincts to manage someone else's reaction, your nervous system registers it as a low-grade threat. Researchers describe this as a state of perpetual alertness. Your brain is constantly monitoring. Did I do enough? Are they upset with me? What do I need to do to keep the peace? That background noise never fully quiets. It runs 24/7 long after the conversation is over. The swap is learning to use what therapists call the pause. Before automatically saying yes, try, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." That one sentence buys your nervous system a moment to respond instead of react. Here's where we go a little deeper. Ready? Let's talk about decision fatigue and how it's silently dismantling your mental clarity every single day.
Research published in the Journal of Health Psychology confirms that every decision, no matter how trivial, draws from the same limited pool of cognitive resources. What to wear, which route to take, what to order for lunch, what to reply to that text. Individually, these feel effortless. Collectively, they create what researchers call ego depletion, a measurable reduction in willpower, self-control, and judgment as the day progresses. This is why by 4 p.m. you find yourself making worse choices, snapping at people you love, or binge-watching TV shows you don't even like. It's not weakness, it's biology. The swap? Automate your low-stakes decisions. Meal prep. Set a default work outfit rotation. Create templates for repetitive emails. Every decision you remove from your daily menu is energy you bank for what actually matters. Now, this next one might make you a little defensive, but stay with me. The habit of unresolved mental loops, leaving tasks open, conversations unfinished, and problems half thought through, is a major, hidden drain on working memory.
Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain holds on to unfinished things and keeps sending you mental reminders even when you're trying to rest. It's why you suddenly think about that email you forgot to send while you're in the shower, or why you replay an awkward conversation at 2 a.m. Those open loops are sitting in your mental RAM, consuming processing power in the background. The simple swap? A 2-minute brain dump at the end of your day. Write down everything unresolved, tasks, worries, conversations to have. Once it's on paper, your brain stops treating it as urgent. You get to actually rest. And the 6th habit? This one is the sneakiest of all. It's the habit of consuming without creating. When you spend your free time endlessly scrolling, watching, reading, and absorbing content without ever producing anything, even something small, you slowly erode your sense of agency and purpose. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi's research on flow states shows that humans derive their deepest sense of energy and satisfaction from active creation, not passive consumption.
The swap isn't dramatic. You don't need to start a podcast or write a novel. Write a few sentences in a journal, cook a new recipe, sketch something, send a meaningful text to someone you care about. Any act of creation, however small, shifts you from passive receiver to active participant in your own life, and that shift restores mental energy in a way that no amount of scrolling ever will. I want to slow down for a second here, because I think there's something we don't say enough in conversations about mental health and energy. We treat exhaustion like a personal failure, like if you're tired, really deeply tired, it means something is wrong with you, that you're not disciplined enough, not resilient enough, not strong enough. But what if your tiredness is actually a form of wisdom?
What if your nervous system is doing exactly what it's designed to do, signaling that something in your environment needs to change? The habits we talked about today aren't moral failings, they're patterns. And patterns can be interrupted. They can be rewired, not overnight, but gradually, gently, one small swap at a time. Here's what I want you to carry with you from today. You don't need to fix everything at once. You just need to fix one thing and do it with enough consistency that your brain starts to trust the new direction. Energy doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less of what depletes you. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your mental health is simply stop. Stop a habit that was never serving you to begin with. Your mind is not broken, it is tired. And tired things can rest. Tired things can recover. And with the right conditions, tired things can come fully, beautifully alive again. So here's my question for you today, and I genuinely want to know. Which of these 6 habits hit closest to home for you? Was it the phone first thing in the morning habit? The endless task switching? Maybe the people-pleasing one that made you pause? Drop it in the comments below. Tell me which one you're going to work on this week. I read every single comment, and your answer might just help someone else feel seen in what they're going through. If today's conversation gave you something real, a new way of seeing your own patterns, a little more compassion for why you feel the way you feel, then Calm Science is the place for you. We do this every week. Real psychology, real conversation, zero judgment. Come join the community, hit subscribe, and let's keep building a calmer, clearer mind together.